the developer who ported Final Fight to the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive, one of the greatest ports ever made for the console, is now creating a brand new game. And fans of Super Hang-On and Outrun especially have a lot to celebrate. My name's Mike, and this is the Retro Gamer Boy Show. Driftin Rage, finally got my hands on it. This is super early in development, so we're kind of alpha sort of stage here. I gotta say, from the start, love the FM music. We've got a bit of a sound voice sample there as well. Now, back in the day, I wasn't a massive racing fan, especially during the 16-bit era. I played, what did I play? I played Outrun a lot. Super Hang-On, I played that. I played a little bit of some of the EA racing games, but it wasn't really until we got like to the 32-bit era when I was playing Destruction-Derby, GTI Racer, Virtual Racing, Wipeout. That's really when I really got into these racing games. But like I said, Outrun, I really enjoyed Outrun back in the day, and Super Hang-On. So I'm hoping to get a flavour of that from Driftin Rage. But again, very, very early, still in early development. You can see here it's version 0.01A. So like the first version that they're showing publicly. Right, let's get into it. Like I said, love the audio so far. Ooh, that's really nice. Engine sound. It's really good. The presentation, the audio presentation is lovely. Right. MSX Topaz. I'm betting these vehicles are named after consoles. Blue Beetle. That's obviously Super Hang-On. The TRS. Golden 64. Yeah, consoles, right? ZX Diamond. CPC. Okay, right. I think I want to try a motorbike out first. And I'm going to go with the kind of Super Hang-On looking one. What we got here? Handling D. Defense D. Interesting. I wonder what defense is for. Fastest, and it's got the best acceleration. Do I want fastest straight away? Am I just going to die? Am I going to crash? Fast, acceleration and control, but not very strong. I guess weakest maybe means durability of the vehicle. I'm going to go for the Bazooka, because that's a play on Brazil, obviously, where the developers come from. Not France. Ooh, I like the portrait artwork. Spain, Senegal. Interesting. Germany, naturally. Hang on. How come the English guy is some old dude? It's not good. He looks like Steven Spielberg. Japan. Wait. Hang on. The US guy looks super cool and old. And the English guy looks like a professor. Not happy with that. We're not going to play him now. Russia, Brazil, Thailand, Mexico. Wow, they got a lot of countries to choose from. Canada, back to France. I might go with Brazil. Oh, strength. So if I offset the strength, because it was weak, the bike I chose. So Brazilian bike, Brazilian.
Choose a challenge.
Brazilian driver. What we got? Close. Modality? What's that mean? Modality. Race. Oh, okay, I get it. So you got race, you got circuit racing, and you got track racing. So Brazil's a track race, we haven't got that. Thailand's a circuit. Track. We got France. Track. Is that track? No, that's not track. It's circuit. Sorry, that is track, not circuit. That is circuit. Germany, England. Oh, look at the English one. Look at that track. Multiple routes. Very cool. Japan looks interesting. I really want to try out some of these tracks that overlap each other. Right, so we've got Russia, France, and Germany. It looks like France has some tunnels. Let's do France. I'm kind of interested to see what that's like. Ooh. That looks lovely. Look at the green. That's so vibrant. Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. The light came on. That was brilliant. Oh, and the other vehicle's lights come on. Sorry, you know I get easily distracted by that kind of stuff. I love that kind of detail. So it plays kind of like Super Hang-On. I'd say it controls better than Super Hang-On. It feels very nice. Now I'm not being destroyed and I'm not coming off my bike. So I'm guessing when we talked about strength, that is kind of like the durability of the vehicle. Oh, I've got smoke coming out. That's not good. I love the audio in this, actually. I've just noticed my character in the top corner. Does he do anything when I crash? I can't look at his face while I'm driving. And next time, if I crash again, I'll have a look. Oh yeah, he does. Well, I love the attention to detail is very cool. Come on. Position number 2. Oh, that was cool coming over the hill there while turning. I do like the kind of landing. And often those games, what they used to have is you just go straight over the top. You wouldn't kind of ramp off the edge. So I really like the fact that you ramp off the edge. Very cool. Oh, I think I took my vehicle out. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, that's very nice. I do like that a lot. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot, right? Don't expect anything kind of more at this point, because obviously in alpha, right? Don't expect anything more than Outrun or Super Hang-On. There's some nice little touches in there, like coming off the top of the hill and then landing again. It's really nice. There wasn't any kind of gameplay advantage to it, but it felt nice. Let's try a car this time. MX Retro Dev, right. So yeah, Outrunners, you can see some of that. Lotus Challenge, forgot about Lotus Challenge, but I played that on the Mega CD with the track builder. I did enjoy Lotus Challenge. Right. Awesome sound effect. Right. Balanced and stable is the MX Topaz. Ruby CPC model. Fast and turbo. Strongest, slow. I don't really want slow. Fastest and strong for the 64. Emerald TRS. That's fast, but it's slow. Okay. I'm gonna go. Dumb bikes. the sound effect there. Very cool. I might go for the MSX. MSX is a Japanese console for those of you who don't know, back in the old days. Kind of like a console computer, so it had the keyboard and other attachments on. You could do some programming with it as well. I think Microsoft Windows, or a version of Windows, is on there. Something in Microsoft's language was on there, operating system was on there. But anyway, let's get into this.
Select a driver.
No. I might go for Thailand.
Choose a challenge.
And we're going to do Russia.
3.
Oh, look at that background. That is really nice. Oh, okay. The cars play very differently. You can feel the weight. They're a lot weightier. Oh, this actually feels quite arcadey. And I'm not sure if it's the feeling of the driving or the animation of the cars, because they've obviously got a lot more frames. The frame turn is really smooth. Look at that. It looks really nice.
Target station.
I like every time you get hit, it bumps up. Obviously, that's doing damage to your vehicle. Oh, you can see the damage at the top there. I hadn't noticed that. There's so much going on the screen. You're concentrating on, you know, it's got those fast turns like Outrun does and Super Hang-On has. Oh, I saw that. It's got the TRS right behind me. I like that. They've got to have a Mega Drive in here. They've got to, haven't they? Or a Master System and a Mega Drive version of the car. Alright, and the Mega Drive has to look like KITT from Knight Rider. It's got to. Like, for me, the Mega Drive and Knight Rider, two sleekest bits of tech from the 80s and 90s. I quite like the damage system. I wonder if they'll add more visual to the damage system. It would be interesting to see if the vehicle got damage as well. I mean, it is a Mega Drive. There's a lot more sprites you're going to have to add, but I'm liking that kind of damage system added to it. Very arcadey. And of course, these are all circuits. I wonder what the tracks are going to be like if you'll have other vehicles on the road that you've got to overtake. Don't crash. Yes, first. No, no. What? Oh, I'm out again. Oh, she's angry. She's happy that she's angry. Okay, I want to try the last track, which is Germany. And we'll try another car. I did enjoy. There's definitely a difference between the bikes and the cars. Bikes are a little bit more twitchy, a lot faster, but they don't feel as strong. They definitely don't. They've captured that really well, especially for a 16-bit game as well. And I think it's some of the sprites and how they're moving on screen makes it feel really like a real sense of weight to the vehicles. It sounds weird, right? You usually only get that with 3D vehicles and physics based gameplay, but it does have that. And I think maybe it's the animations and how that when they move left to right, the bike moves a lot faster and the cars move a little bit slower and have a little bit more animation, it looks like, in it. I'm not sure, but whatever they're doing, it feels like there's some weight to it, which is really cool. This is awesome. I do like the intro soundtrack. Driftin Rage. Right, here we go.
Select your vehicle.
I'm going to choose another car, I think. Let's go. Let's go for the fastest vehicle. There you go. Golden, 64.
Select a driver.
No. Spain, Senegal. Okay, look, we're going to go with Steven Spielberg. Strength D. What's the intelligence of the other one? God damn it. The US is better. What? The US hasn't got any red. Okay, I'm gonna go with him. He looks cooler and he's way better.
Choose a challenge.
Russia, what was it? Germany, wasn't it?
3, 2,
Oh, this looks like Bavaria. Black Forest. Oh, this is quite nice. I love the jumps, they're very cool. No! Oh my goodness. That was literally the worst crash you could have. Gotta speed up. Oh, this is terrible. I don't know if it's me, the driver, or the car.
Target station.
Doing terrible here. Joe, I'm surprised on this. This background's a little bit more less impressive at the moment. Oh, I'm doing terrible on this track and with this car. I think I've been fooled into getting the fastest vehicle.
Target station.
Yeah, they could have the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is the kind of big palace that they have in Bavaria. That would have been cool. Yeah, bad choice of driver and vehicle there. Right, cool. Look, super early days. I have enjoyed it. I would say I've enjoyed as much as playing Outriders or Super Hang-On. And for this early in development, showing a huge amount of promise, right? It feels almost finished. And I don't know how far they've got in terms of development. Is it new features? Are they improving handling? Is it the fact that I haven't got all the tracks in yet? So at the moment, I'm not sure exactly where they are within the development cycle. They say they're alpha, so alpha usually means like you've got the majority of your features in there and your gameplay in there. Still needs tweaking and improvement, but you've got that core gameplay loop in there. And then usually beta's the next one on, and that's usually what we would call nowadays like content complete. So all the content's in there, the features in there, and it's all about fixing bugs. Right, let's talk a little bit more about Driftin Rage. Driftin Rage already feels like a heartfelt tribute to classic 2D racing games, even in this early stage of development. There's a surprising amount to enjoy here, and the core racing mechanics are solid. One of the standout features is how distinct each vehicle feels. Bikes are quick and twitchy, with snappy animations that make them feel light and agile. You can weave through lanes effortlessly, though they also come across as fragile. Cars, by contrast, have a smoother, weightier animation. Of course, there's no 3D physics engine under the hood, but the way the game conveys that sense of weight is impressive. Track design plays a central role. Driftin Rage feels less about beating rivals and more about mastering each circuit. In this way, it's closer to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 than it is to traditional arcade races like Outrun and its traffic system, where opponents act more like obstacles than the main focus of the course. Damage adds another layer of challenge. Collisions chip away at your health bar that's tucked away on the HUD. But the more meaningful indicator is the smoke pouring out from your vehicle, which thickens as damage increases. A turbo meter also builds over time, giving you a powerful speed boost when activated. The effect is dramatic, with the screen shaking and your vehicle getting a momentary speed boost. Though, like the damage bar, the meter sits outside of your main focus area. A visual cue on the vehicle itself would make this feature more intuitive. Drivers appeared to influence the performance as well. Testing the French track with the MSX car, I found that drivers with lower strength and dexterity often led to crashes or poor finishes. Switching to the Spanish driver, however, consistently resulted in first place victories. But I couldn't always feel the difference in control during gameplay. Right now, there's no meta layer, no leagues, unlocks, or long-term progression. Each race stands alone. Still, the potential is obvious. A campaign, season mode, or even an eliminator mode, where the last place car is destroyed after each lap. These could elevate the game from good to great. Visually, Driftin Rage shines, the colour palette pops, backgrounds have nice big pixel art compared to Outrun, and the roadside details feature some decent sprite work. I love the bouncing animations after a ramp or collisions, pseudo 3D tunnels where headlights flicker on, drifting smoke and grass flying up when you veer off the track. Clouds drift in the distance, and even the driver portraits react to crashes. Small touches like this add a ton of personality. The audio design is equally strong. Some tracks will hit harder than others, but overall the soundtrack works well with the fast pace of the game. The digitized time extension call-out reminds me of 𝗴𝗺𝗶𝗴 racing, while engine roars and overtaking sound effects push the Yamaha FM chip, and it's great to hear these coming from the Sega Genesis. At this stage, Driftin Rage already shows real promise. The foundations are strong, and with the addition of a deeper metagame, it has the potential to be something special. If you'd like to follow its progress, check out Mauro Xavier on his Twitter page, or support his work on Patreon for early access to all his projects and updates on what he's working on. But for now, that's all we've got for this week's show. I'll catch you on the next one.